Today, I just want to inform you about the earthquake in Turkey and the current situation. Let's start with the current information. So, as you all know, yesterday, 6th of February, very early in the morning, an earthquake with magnitude 7.7 hit Turkey. And just after a couple of hours, another earthquake with magnitude 7.6 shaked Turkey as well. So, with interval of just a couple of hours, two huge earthquakes. And since then, we have registered more than 300 earthquakes in Turkey. So, almost 14 million people living in 10 cities in southeastern Turkey are affected because of this earthquake. So it's a really big disaster. And according to some sources, they say it is even one of the most devastating earthquakes in the history of Western Asia. So just some figures about the current situation. The confirmed death toll is 3,432. Injured, 21,103, so more than 21,000. And almost 6,000 building was collapsed, 5,775 exactly. And three airports in the region are damaged. So, considering the dimension of the devastation and the size of the affected region, it is really not easy to fight and struggle because we are all struggling against the time. It's now freezing conditions there, and still hundreds of people are under the collapsed buildings. So all relevant Turkish government bodies are present in the region. Our search and rescue teams, medical staff, and other officials continue their operation around the clock. AFAD, the Disaster and Emergency Management Authority, is coordinating or the operations. Turkish Red Crescent are there, medical teams, hundreds of them, doctors and nurses with their equipments are there, and of course, search and rescue teams are all over in the region. In short, altogether, almost 14,000 local official team members are there and struggling to help victims in the region. And more than 5,000 military personnel is also available, and they are also carrying out rescue operations in the region. We established field hospitals, portable kitchens, sanitary facilities such as portable baths and portable toilets are established. And also 2,769 foreign search and rescue teams personnel from 65 countries. I repeat, from 65 countries, altogether 2,769 personnel. They are also present in the region and working with Turkish teams. And as you all know very well, India is among these foreign search and rescue teams. Early yesterday, just a few later than the first earthquake, Indian National Disaster Response Force held a coordination meeting upon instruction Prime Minister Mr. Narendra Modi ji. And later, I also participating at the meeting at the Ministry of External Affairs with NDRF members. And yesterday, India sent a plane, a carrier to Turkey, C-17 type, carrying more than 50 search and rescue members, experts, including some search and rescue dogs and some equipments. This plane arrived early in the morning in Adana and the Indian has started their rescue operations already in Turkey. And also early this morning, the second plane also went to Turkey. I think it's still in the air, but we expect this plane also to land before the evening. This plane has also more than 50 rescue experts and some medical equipment. So altogether, India has sent two planes, and we really appreciate the sincere and timely help of India. It is timely because, as I said, the first 48 hours up to 72 hours are very important for rescue operations, and Indian experts, search and rescue experts, are now in the field. So thank you very much. That's what I want to tell you very shortly. If you have some questions, I'm ready to answer, but please, this is a briefing about a humanitarian disaster in Turkey, earthquake. So no political question I will reply.
So which area is highly affected, basically towards the Syrian side, along the Syrian border?
Yeah, there are 10 provinces starting Kahramanmaraş, Gaziantep, Hatay, Malatya. So when you look in the map, this is southeastern Turkey, 10 provinces. And in this region, as I said, about 14 million people are living in this region.
So as of now, what is the casualty figures official?
Official? I already told you the official casualty figures. It is increasing, of course, from hour to hour, but the current one is 3,432.
Sir, have you given any list of necessary stuff?
Excuse me, sorry.
Have you given any list of necessary things that we may be needing from India at this point of time, because we are sending like they're sending back-to-back materials. So what are the things that you need on the ground? So have you given any list to?
Yes, we have already given. We received some list from our government about some emergency equipment, medical equipment, and we have shared all those documents with Indian authorities.
Sir,
yes.
I'm from beyond. My question is, how are you coordinating with the Indian authorities here in Delhi? Last 12 or 24 hours have been very tough, essentially, in terms of you coordinating with Delhi.
Yes, we are in very close contact with Indian authorities, not only here, but also with Indian embassy in Ankara. So they are also working very close. So we have focal points at the ministry, and we are really literally in contact every 15 minutes, and all the nights we were in close touch and contact with them. Our coordination is perfect, so that's why we are able to do it, all the operations smoothly.
Sir, how do you see India's quick response and PM Modi quick response, and what is your expectation from India?
So first of all, this swift reaction from Indian side, this is really very, very important, because this is the matter of life and death. And we really appreciate very much the contribution and support from Indian side. You may saw in my Twitter account yesterday, I mentioned the word dost. Dost is a word that we use in Hindi language and Turkish language as well. Dost means friend. And we have a proverb in Turkey. We said, dost kara günde belli olur. It means, friends in need is friends indeed. So this is equivalent proverb. So I used this word first time in India immediately after I arrived in India 2 years ago. That was May 2021. And as you may remember, that was peak in pandemic all over the world. And after I arrived in India, immediately after a couple of days, Turkey sent two big air carrier loaded with 45-ton medical aid to India. And that time I said, friends shall help each other. And now this is an example, another example. Now there is a devastating earthquake. Thousands of people are dying. Buildings are collapsing. And India immediately after this first earthquake, they took action. And in Prime Minister's office, relevant authorities convened to discuss how and when they can start the operation, how can they help Turkey. And they also invited me after that. We coordinate and talk. So moral support and material support. This is really very, very important. And as I said yesterday, starting after after the first earthquake, I received so many calls from my Indian colleagues, friends, from the officials from the Minister of External Affairs and Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, External Affairs, Dr. Jaishankar. They also published statements about the earthquake in Turkey and emphasized their support and bystand. So this is really very, very important that not only from official state mechanism, we receive hundreds of messages in our social media accounts or in our emails just from ordinary Indians. They really emphasize their support. So these are very important. And lately, that was also a very kind gesture of that Minister of State, Mr. Muralidharan, visited the embassy yesterday personally, and he expressed his support. And that was also a very kind gesture and a big moral support for our embassy and for Turkey as well. So, now, as I said, India reacted and gave response just a few hours after the earthquake, and the National Disaster Response Force are active in rescue operations in Turkey with more than 100 team members, experts, and we really appreciate it very much. And that's all I want to emphasize.
So, have you also talked to the external affairs minister? And secondly, what is the equipment which is required? Are you saying that rescuers now you have enough rescuers also from 65 countries? So, what is the equipment which is required?
There is a list of long list of equipments which are necessary. I cannot just mention, but in case you ask, our colleagues can help you. But these are directed to government, so we have close contact with government. And Minister Dr. Jaishankar didn't call me personally, but he instructed the Minister of State to visit me, and he came personally. So on his behalf, Minister of State came to visit our embassy yesterday.
So Ishwari from Times Now, I just wanted to ask you about the rescue work which is going on in Turkey. As far as Indian citizens are concerned in Turkey, you might have received calls of many Indians who are living there in Turkey. Is there any communication that you had with the Indian government to rescue them or to bring them back to the country?
So far, we haven't received any requests about this issue. I think maybe Indian embassy in Ankara probably received such kind of request, but so far I know we haven't received any such request, and we don't know whether Indians are there or not. We don't have any information.
So you tweeted and says that Dosti is a similar words in Turkey and India.
Yes.
Can you explain it why and in what contrast do you feel?
Both of their origins Urdu, I guess. There are we have a dictionary, Hindi-Turkish dictionary. According to some experts, there are more than 9,000 common words in Turkish and Hindi. So dost is one of them. Dost, düşman, dünya, hayat, sırf, so many, even peynir and kıyma, so they are related because we have so many cultural communities, but this is not our topic now. Okay. Yes.
How are you?
Fine, fine. Thank you very much.
It's such a tragic day, and all of India weeps for the people of Turkey and Syria. But you've seen the material that has gone from India, the relief material. That's the least we can do. Can you tell us a little about it?
What kind of relief material you mean?
That has gone from India to Turkey.
Yeah, the most important, you mean material is
Relief supplies.
supplies, but the most important material is the human power, the power of experts, because these are the most critical hours, the first hours. What we need, after a devastating earthquake, you need experts, search and rescue teams with their equipments, personal equipments, and with their dogs. So these are the most important than any other thing. So they are now there, and they brought also some medical equipments, some emergency equipments as well. But I cannot give you a list because I don't have them in mind. But they have also some additional materials as well.
Some medicines have gone.
I think yes. I guess there must be also some medicines. Yes.
It's a terrible event.
This is terrible. Yes, this is terrible. Okay. Thank you very much for being here. So.